Hello, and what is going on, you guys? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Today is April 2nd for Round 2 in Test Season 2 of the 2022 Exhibition Series in the Gran Turismo World Series Manufacturers Cup on GT7. After Round 1 at the Nürburgring 24-hour track layout for the Gr.4 Class to take on 3 laps, it was a lot of excitement out there to be on the daytime before we move forward into nighttime. For Round 2, we'll be taking on in Kyoto Driving Park Yamagiwa in 15 laps. By using the Gr.4 Class, we'll be ready to go. So I have to make sure to start out onto the first race entry in about 1600 hours. But this is going to be the perfect time to go in to do some late afternoon to participate, folks. Just going to have to set your time to be as a reminder before you can enter to be reached up for only 5 race entry from the late afternoon to evening. So choose your Gr.4 car to be selected onto the VOP regulations. We'll be setting up automatically. Make sure to take a lot of practice out there to have a nice, wonderful change background in Yamagiwa at Kyoto Driving Park. Is going to be turns out to become very beautiful, just like the different background from GT Sports. So let's go in there and join in session to be in the lobby. If you're new to my YouTube channel, go and click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the session down below. Check out the links on the description if you really want to see more. Feel free to enjoy it anytime you want for any entertainment. Now it's time to get ready to start the race, and let's begin. Alright viewers, this will be a very tough race to be at Yamagiwa in Kyoto Driving Park for the Gr.4 Class. Better make sure to have 2 chicanes and 2 hairpins, so we have to make sure to do a best clean effort to see how good we are whenever we have to take on for having a first part of the track. In about 20 seconds, so just gonna make sure to drive respectfully when we're racing on Kyoto Driving Park to be on the full course in Yamagiwa. So we got some good drivers. We'll be selected to have 16 participants. Only 15 of them are now entered as well. So let's get ready to start the show. Round 2 for Test Season 2 of the 2022 Exhibition Series of the GT World Series Manufacturers Cup is about to go on for the Gr.4 Class. So let's go over the drivers. Here's Mother 111 in the Subaru WRX in first place, Super Go-Go Plata in second place in the Dodge Viper, Call Me CJ in third place in the McLaren 650S, Rebajo in the Mazda Atenza in Gr.4, and here's GRC in fifth place for the Corvette. The Brazilian racer Luis in 6th place, followed by Edo in 7th place in the Lexus RCF Gr.4, Chino in 8th place in the BMW M4, ATK_Nightmare in 9th place, and here's Ericsson in 10th place in the Volkswagen Scirocco Gr.4, Yarson 86 in 11th place, here's myself in 12th place for the UDRS Insportec livery of the Corvette, Banana Wizard 69 in 13th place, Joel in 14th place for the Dodge Viper, Yuppie in 15th place in the Lexus RCF Gr.4. Alright, looks like this is going to be a very good place to be on the cutscene to do the rolling start in formation. 15 laps for only 1 Gr.4 classes to have 15 participants will get settled in to take a lot of challenging ways to go endurance. It's all about having a good running effort to master every corners in Yamagiwa, folks. Just gonna have to take the first one to enter the hairpin at the last turn, so the first top 3 drivers are now going in to be on the head start in about 3 seconds. Here we go, round 2 for the second test season of the Manufacturers Cup in the 2022 Exhibition Series is about to go underway. Very good to have a nice stunning changes for having a background in Yamagiwa, folks. Gonna have to go right in onto turn 1. Just gonna have to stay on track for any drivetrains in the Gr.4 class is gonna be very hard to handle. Staying on track on Yarson 86 in the Peugeot RCZ Gr.4. Gonna have to go onto the S-curves to be on the uphill. Sector 1 is coming in towards the end until moving on in Sector 2. Challenging ways to see the driving physics is going to be the different ways like GT Sport from last time, but it might have to have some different stunning changes to have some environment backgrounds to be on this part of the corner. Very good. Sector 2 is now going clear and go down the hill onto the first chicane in Sector 3. Better get ready. The breaking point is about to go dive in to be on the risk. There's Banana Wizard 69 in the Aston Martin V8 Vantage Group 4 overtakes UDRS Insportec to drop down in 13th place. Better make sure that it's not a 20 car race. This will have a 16 driver participant for the limit. Now here comes hairpin number 1 to be cleared and checked, and several drivers including CJ currently in 3rd place to be entered onto the second chicane. Almost there towards the final turn onto the second hairpin. This will be a very good, excellent... Hold on, looks like this is definitely not good for Volkswagen by losing control after the second chicane, and that makes Aston Martin clears the way to be moving on to be on the inside, and K. Ericsson is having some understeer trouble issues to be on the Group 4 version of the Volkswagen Scirocco. Lap number 1 clear, moving on in lap number 2 to see how Ratflink for only a minute and 48.358 seconds is now on the clock. Let's go faster to be on lap number 2, and there it goes. Looks like the yellow flag signal just barely called in from behind before we moved on to be in turn 2 and 3. Keep things up a bit. UDRS Insportec is having a hard time to race around in Kyoto Driving Park to be on the Yamagiwa district. And there's GRC Minky in the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 4 currently to be on 10th place before drop down onto 11. Goes on to the outside. Better make sure to see Lexus is still keep pushing up onto the inside corner. There you go. Lexus moves on in 10th place. Same goes for Team Chevy in 11th place to be currently in a different livery. Now for Sector 3, gonna have to press on to be in the first chicane to be going over onto the next corner. Catch up for only 2 Corvettes to have a single Lexus RCF Group 4 to have a most finest chase of all racing to be part of the Manufacturers Cup. Here goes turn number 1 of the hairpin, and there's Chino in the BMW M4 is slowing down after a second of ghosting mode. We'll be having some slightly issues to be needed to call in. Alright, looks like the contact just barely called in for it. Aston Martin slows down and gets off the track at the second chicane, while UDRS Insportec, followed by GRC Minky in the same Corvette, is moving on to be at the final hairpin in the number 2 spot. Yuppie is going in for the right side, and GRC Minky is now going forward to be on the offense to press on to be at number 8 spot. Here comes lap number 3 because the afternoon time goes late before the time goes forward, before we could probably have to see some racing action before the headlights will turn on automatically to move forward. There we go. Looks like Yuppie has been overtaken by UDRS Insportec to catch up onto a same Corvette, and here comes the contact. Better make sure to have some exercise caution for Insportec, and there goes Chino in the BMW M4, followed by K. Ericsson by the overtake. That was definitely so close to be part of the second round as a test season, and oh boy, looks like Joel in the Dodge Viper Group 4 goes off the outside in Sector 2 to be part of this corner. That was definitely might be pretty hard to go well handled to be on the outside advantage. So now it's time to go again on to the first chicane in Sector 3. There's Banana Wizard 69 again, same thing as lap number 1 in the Aston Martin V8 Vantage Group 4. Still gets a lot of ropes out there for Insportec, for trying to catch up onto the top 5 position is going to be very difficult to be on the second round. Just like round 1 at the Nürburgring is doing a good job to be entered onto the 5th position, we'll be doing the best ways to be on a remarkable spot, but I almost had my chances to do some talented commentary ways to see how the racing moments to be part of the racing highlights from last time. But of course, got a little bit too much, a little bit active confusion is going to get a little bit much dozing off to be going a little bit numb. So now it's about to be going in to be on the final stretch after the last turn to be moved on before lap number 4 comes in. And here's Edu in the lap time to go in for only a minute and 44.670 seconds to be on the lap time to go faster. There you go, Aston Martin overtakes Lexus, and here comes the smoke to be checked by a second ago. Aston Martin successfully to be moved on and go for the defense, while Lexus takes the offense for having a good grueling battle and goes off the track and comes right back to the asphalt before UDRS Insportec overtakes by the right side and passes on to catch up onto the next turn to be reached over to be on the inside corner by the apex. Strategy is doing the best way to do in GT7, folks. The spectators really love to see UDRS Insportec can go on to be as a main challenger to catch up with some stronger opponents to be in this lobby. Take the first chicane again, doing great, doing successful, checkmark complete, and go up the hill before hairpin number 1 to be coming in again. Here we go again, pulling up the brake and make it inside of the apex. We'll have to get steady in. Several opponents are still trying to gang up onto each other before going down over onto the second chicane. This one is a very hard point, so we have to make sure to do a right line to stay on track with any opponents before moving on into the final turn in hairpin number 2. Banana Wizard 69 is still getting a lot closer out there to reach up onto Yarsoni 86 in the Pesciat RC set Gr.4. But it was always to see how the FR and the FF can battle out each other before moving on into lap number 5 to take the one-on-one battle between two types of drivetrains, one for the oversteer and one for the understeer to be on the same class. There it goes right now. Aston Martin overtakes Pescia to be moving on after turn 1 before going up onto the S's in turn 2 and 3. But heads up, yellow flag signal just barely called in, reached up ahead, and oh boy, looks like this is definitely might be having some two-car slowdown while UDRS Insportec make a good close call to be avoided with the collision course. That was so incredible and successfully made a good clear fast dodge. So now, Banana Wizard 69 and I are about to be moving on in 6th and 7th place to be ongoing. That was so incredible to see this instant replay to be part of the investigation for only 2 cars by having a handling situation before at the end of Sector 1. But that calls it for having some drastic measures always comes with desperate measures to be on a high pace to be stay clean to be avoid with a contact. But thank goodness, this race is very difficult for round 2 in the second season of the exhibition series for the Manufacturers Cup on GT7. On to the final sector before moving on to take the second chicane. Banana Wizard 69 is slowing down to go off the track, and UDRS Insportec takes the opportunity before going in onto hairpin number 2. And oh, looks like that was a contact is coming from behind. Better make sure to see Insportec probably had to catch up, currently in the number 6 spot before moving on at the end of lap number 5. First wave clear. Here comes wave number 2 in lap number 6. 5 more to go. It looks like we have a last minute check in the second place driver, CJ. Currently into the silver spot to catch up on to Rat Flint is now currently in the lead. So follow the first place driver, CJ. All you have to do is to keep on racing, stay clean. But of course, it was also to be as a popular catchphrase to be referred as "Follow the train, CJ" from GTA San Andreas. Of course, now let's make sure to go right back in to do some racing action to be part on this video segment. So currently into the middle of Sector 2, just gonna have to go down the hill again on to Sector 3. UDRS Insportec is taking the first one to do the first chicane. Step right in. First chicane is doing correctly by having a good clean turn. In about 5.4 seconds to catch up on the GRC Minky in the Chevy Corvette C7 Gr.4 in the different livery. After passing through onto hairpin number 1, one of the Chevy Corvettes is now catching up onto ATK_Nightmare is now moving on to be passed through onto the second chicane by the risk point. So far so clear. Insportec is now going in to have a slight defense, while Kay Erickson in the Volkswagen Scirocco Gr.4 is now coming in to be an understeer offense. Let's try to see how the oversteer can stay on the inside before proceed onto the straightaway. So far so clear to see the side-by-side formation, and K. Ericsson is now currently in 6th place before entered onto lap number 7. How things are doing so well out there for the second wave to be on round 2. But it might be quite getting a lot better, but hopefully the sunlight is about to change from late afternoon to sunset, so we can probably have a chance before moving on to take the nighttime. But it's not over yet. This race is always going to have to keep things up a bit before UDRS Insportec is staying on the main focus in the number 6 spot. So here comes again for Banana Wizard 69 in the Aston Martin BA Vantage Group 4 is catching up on to K. Ericsson in 6th place in the pink Volkswagen Scirocco Group 4 to see how things might go out. And here's Ribagel is now going in to be in the scene. Juan Mazda Atenza Group 4 to take that pursuit after overtake at UDRS Insportec to drop down from 8th to 9th. Clearly we're having an all-wheel drive to take much effort out there to catch up with the FF and FR as well. But all-wheel drive Group 4 race car is doing the best opposite direction, is going to be quite kicking in to be on a 4-on-1 battle. But well, it might be quite depends to see some different liveries to see how one of them will have to take the battle for 6th place. So let's keep things up after passing chicane number 2. Hairpin number 2 at the final corner to go understeer for K. Ericsson in the Volkswagen Scirocco Group 4. Now we have Yarsoni 86 is now entered the scene in the Peugeot RCZ Group 4 to catch up with the other opponents, including UDRS Insportec. Lap number 7 clear, moving on into lap number 8. Gonna have to squeeze wide in to be on the first turn, onto the inside. Come on, just gonna have to stay on the line. This will might have to go Autobahn for having a formation lineup to be as a crew. Corner S's is clear. Now sector 1 clear once more, once twice, and here comes again for sector number 2. Come on, just gonna have to keep going hard left. Stay on track for having a good movement. Looks like Ribagel in the Mazda Atenza Group 4 is going faster to be on the hard defense to catch up onto Volkswagen in position number 6 before entering sector 3 again. First chicane is now currently to be doing some best efforts for only 2 FR layouts in position number 8 and 9. Banana Wizard 69 and Hyperion-Blue-GT is still on the high ropes to catch up with 2 Group 4 cars in a different drivetrain layout. So now it's about to be going in on to hairpin number 1 once again twice to see how the correction line is going to be doing much easier to be passing on to take chicane number 2. Giving some extra space without losing contact, and looks like we have another GT player have left the lobby by a second ago. 12 drivers left standing by the remaining, and here's the fastest lap for CJ in 1 minute and 44.501 seconds. Keep it up, CJ. Staying in second place is going to be the number 1 spot. All you have to do is stay focused to catch up with the number 1 driver. Now here comes lap number 9. UDRS Insportec is still currently to catch up to Banana Wizard 69 in the Aston Martin BA Vantage Group 4 along with the Mazda Atenza and Volkswagen Scirocco Group 4 to be moving on in Sector 2. Sector 1 cleared by the checked, and here comes GRC Minky in the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 4 by beating CJ's lap time in 1 minute and 44.501 seconds to be updated to have a different GT player to be labeled in onto a different name. All you have to do is to beat the lap time, CJ. Just try to keep it up. Now, let's just gonna have to pass on to be on the first chicane in Sector 3. Banana Wizard 69 is now going in to overtake Ribagel in the Mazda Atenza Group 4 before coming back again on to hairpin number 1. It's about to go further out there to see some inside line. Ribagel is still takes the defense, will have to get much longer, while Aston Martin is still keeping up onto the offense to have a single push before it comes right back down over onto the second chicane. That's the ticket. Insportec is still on the line and the chase continues. Just gonna have to go in onto the final turn at the hairpin number 2. Still going on out there for only 3 cars to take the excellent battle for 7th place. It will be updated before proceed on to lap number 10. And here comes the sunset to be on the still continue for the time condition. So let's see how Mazda is doing well. Going off the track, just gonna have to stay right back onto the surface of the track. And there goes Banana Wizard 69 moves on in position number 7. So that means for UDRS Insportec will have to take a turn to catch up to Rebagel and the Mazda Atenza Gr.4 to do a different role. Now it's about to go dive in. Stay on track and go close in onto the gap at Mazda Atenza in position number 8. Stay on the slipstream before going down the hill onto Sector 3 after Sector 2 clear. There you go, keep going at it. Beat that all-wheel drive, UDRS. Everybody is counting on you. Okay, time to the braking point in. Stay on the inside of the apex. Almost there. Just gonna have to stay on track with the Mazda, folks. 5 more to go, rider remaining until the race is about to be over soon. Second chicane clear. Now for the final hairpin will be pressed on at the end of lap number 10. I hope the headlights will be turned on soon because it's about to go daylight before nightfall comes. Four more to go, folks. We're entered lap number 11. Let's try to keep things up before the nighttime is about to go shine. Turn 1 is doing clear. How's everything doing so far for doing a continuation since 18 minutes was doing a time lapse? Well, it was doing okay, but I can still try to catch up to be doing some procedure onto the next turn. Sector 1 clear again. Now, gonna have to keep coming in to do Sector 2 by the same. Banana Wizard 69 in the Aston Martin V8 Vintage Gr.4 is still takes on the ongoing defense by the ropes, while Rebagel in the Mazda Atenza is staying on for the offense, while UDRS Insportec is doing the same thing. But clearly for K. Eriksson in the Volkswagen Scirocco Gr.4 is staying on number 6 spot before pressing on to be at the hairpin number 1. There you go. The FF Gr.4 car takes the understeer proceed, and 2FR and the all-wheel drive Gr.4 car is now moving on to be on the second chicane to go dive down again. Just gonna have to take that turn to follow the line without losing the grip. And here comes the 4-car formation. We'll be driving together in the distance. Stay at it. This will be an excellent 4-car showdown. We'll be continuing on by building up its slipstream to be pressed on in lap number 12 before at the end of the 11th. 3 more to go. The headlights turn on and everybody is about to go on to continue forward before at the end of the race. UDRS Insportec in the Chevy Corvette C7 Gr.4 is still at position number 9 to catch up with the 3 drivers on 8, 7, and 6th place before taking S-turns to be moved on in Sector 2 after the end of Sector 1. But it's going to be doing some hard time efforts out there for any kinds of specific manufacturer Gr.4 cars to take on in Yamagiwa at Kyoto Driving Park. So let's see how the top 3 drivers is doing. Alright, looks like Rat Flick is doing well out there in the lead. Same goes to CJ in the number 2 spot. Alright, and that means for only one Brazilian Gran Turismo player is currently in the number 3 spot is GHT_LC figure Frito is now still in the number 3 spot on the bronze. So let's just gonna have to kick right back in on to hairpin number 1. K. Ericsson in the Volkswagen Scirocco Gr.4 is now staying on to be in the number 8 spot before UDRS Insportec almost barely had the chance. Gonna have to go understeer pressure to do the opposite direction in the FR layout. K. Ericsson doesn't stand a chance. And here comes hairpin number 2 again onto the final corner before moving on in lap number 13. So let's build up the slipstream and catch it up, because the total lap time is still the same to be having some good running efforts out there before the nightfall is about to go dusk. But clearly from dusk to twilight to be on the track is going to be a very good, wonderful place to start out to be on the night time before the final lap is about to go on. 2 more laps to go. We still got this. We can still got headlights to be turned on before we can probably have to stay look onto the road of the surface. Gonna have to take sector 2, keep pushing in to get closer onto K. Ericsson in about 0.5 seconds up ahead. Almost there, going down the hill before taking the first chicane. Alright, looks like that should be quite doing well to do some apexes, to do some stepping point. Now go up the hill to be making the right turn before entered onto hairpin number 1. Strategy is always meant to be simple out there, and there goes UDRS Insportec to be doing the overtake. And hold on, looks like this is definitely an unfair advantage. K. Ericsson just barely took a tackle at UDRS Insportec for no reason. Better make sure to be respectful and politely during the competition. That might cause an intimidation to see this kind of an embarrassment. The hazard lights will be turned on, and that makes it unacceptable for UDRS Insportec to have a successful hairpin number 1 achieved. But that makes it count to see that the penalty does not affect on K. Ericsson. So luckily, lap number 14 is about to move on before the race is about to be over. But man, it takes a lot of extended mileage to see some distance to go in to do some roulette ticket to be received as a single prize. Almost barely had the chance to be successful to be doing a good clean overtake, but that makes it a bad judgment call to see how Insportec just barely made a single misunderstanding from a different opponent. They'll have to make sure to be very respectful for the next race to be on a different class. Hopefully, Group 3 after Group 4 is now doing a job well done to be on Yamagiwa until we're about to be moving on to be on the final lap. 4.5 seconds on K. Ericsson in the Volkswagen Scirocco Group 4. UDRS Insportec is still barely tries to keep holding on to it to take the first chicane. Now gonna have to take the uphill and check again onto the top 3 drivers before moving on at the end of the 14th before the final lap is about to go on. Rat Fink is now doing a great successful leading point advantage as always for every 15 laps around the track. And here comes the final lap. This is it, folks. This will be the final showdown to see how the first and second place driver in the same country to be represented in America. CJ is still doing a good effort out there to stay in the silver spot in the number 2, but it will might have to do some S's to be reached up at the end of Sector 1, and here comes Sector 2 for Rat Fink in the lead to be entered on to turn number 5. Stay on the inside, doing some successful before CJ is about to go right in to be getting closer by the exact range of the gap in 2.5 seconds. Coming in on to Sector 3. There you go. Now for only a first chicane for only 2 laps, for only 2 hairpins left standing by the remaining. Wonderful. Very wonderful to see how Rat and CJ is still keeping up onto each other for having a length of the distance. And now gonna have to take the 2 more hairpin to be remaining until 1 more chicane and the hairpin as well before pressing on to be at the final sector. And here it goes. Rat Fink is now doing a good job out there for having a grueling battle with CJ to have a battle for first place. However, the 3rd place Brazilian GT player is still keeping up on it, and that one might have a final turn onto the hairpin to be at the number 2 corner to be passed on to be in the final stretch. Come on CJ, you can do it, you can do it. Try to catch up, and Rat Flink is now going in to take the checker flag and successfully to be reached up onto the finish line in round 2 of Test Season 2 of the 2022 Exhibition Series of the GT World Series Manufacturers Cup. Great job out there, Rat Flink. You did a proud well done to be on the number 1 spot to be in round 2. Now that's competition to see how the top 3 drivers made it on time. But good work CJ, way to keep up and stay strong into the top 3 position. In about a minute left before the race over, man, it takes a lot of hard racing work to be on the test course layout to be suitable to be at the driving park in Yamagiwa. So, it also comes in as well to see it. I ended up in 9th place, is going to be doing some hard work like last time from Test Season 1 to be part of the Gr.4 race. But not to worry, I'll make sure the next race will be doing much better this time if I could probably have to get over onto the top 5 spot. 9th place is complete. 50,000 credits is now going up onto 1 million. There you go. Wow. All that hard work from late afternoon until Twilight comes, and this is where it all comes down to have a good race end. Good job folks. This replay to be part of the highlights is going to be a very good place to do some racing moments to be part onto the hashtag MyGTMoment to be part in the Manufacturers Cup in Test Season 2 in the 2nd round. Great race you guys. Way to step things up and doing well achieved to master every corners on the Yamagiwa track in Kyoto. So now this is going to be a very good time to congratulations to the top 3 drivers. Just give me 1 moment. Okay, let's see. Alright, there you go. Typing is sent. Good race you guys. That was a very good, successful, well done race in round 2. So let's make sure to race respectfully for the next time to be on a different track. Just you wait folks. As a promise, always gonna have to try to do some best clean race to be part in the official championship in the FIA Gran Turismo Championship in GT7. After round 2 from Kyoto Driving Park Yamagiwa in Japan, so this will be having some more practice. We'll be moving on in round 3. We'll be going in by having a checkmark schedule on April 4th, 2022. We'll be at the Brazilian racetrack in Autodrumo de Interlagos for the Gr.4 Class. So, I guess this is going to be having some hard work out there to be at Yamagiwa is doing the best ever for only a Gr.4 class to be suitable by every different drivetrains. So it's going to be a very good time to go right back to the garage and get myself to have one good place to start out for having a roulette ticket. Just you wait. Let's see which roulette ticket should I could probably have to be received after spending some daily workout in 206.2 miles for having a workout. Alright, looks like 1-star roulette ticket. Now I'm about to receive this gift and go on to have a 1-star prize to be received by the chance. I can't wait to get that Mazda Roadster touring car. Just passed by for that Roadster, and that makes a racing crankshaft is now compatible on the Toyota GR Supra RC. as a 2019 model is going to be quite very good, so I'll make sure to keep it as well. Alright, looks like this is going to be a very good roulette ticket to be well used for only 1 star. But man, looks like the oil stats is now normal. Engine and chassis is doing excellent. But good thing I just spent 211 miles per hour is doing a lot of exercise challenge to be on Kyoto Driving Park in the Yamagiwa layout. But I'll make sure after round 3 to be skipped forward onto round 4. We'll have to do some more practice, folks. Just you wait, and I have to make sure to get ready to go before wrapping this up at the end of the video. Thank you for watching on my video in Gran Turismo 7, folks. I hope you enjoyed. Just go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. And don't forget to follow me on any social media platforms like DeepNet Art, Instagram, GT Planet, Twitter, and more to see for my own image artwork like UDRS liveries, Total Drama fan art with card liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be see you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.